Hi Jessica, how are you doing today? Hope you're having a good day. I'm glad that you're able to make a video. I know that you've been sick for some time, and I've actually been keeping you in my prayers. And I love that you love Jesus just like I do too. And that's so wonderful. And I know that you keep everybody in your prayer journal, your prayer book, and I'm so glad that my name is in your prayer book. I would like to add my boyfriend Joe to your prayer book. With me and him as a couple, and him by himself too as well, because he does go through some issues sometimes by himself on his own, that dealing with his he has a memory recall problem, and he had in his blind, and sometimes he has problems finding stuff and remembering where he left things. Um, so he can use some prayers in that regards. He has a really great system to get past the memory recall problem, and so the most part it doesn't really, stop him from doing anything, and he's just amazing to me. Let me tell you how I met him. July 2008, actually it's the end of June to beginning of July, I went to a camp for the blind called Camp Dogwood. It's run by the Lions Club in our area. I went with a lady from McKeown Center, which is a home for the blind in our area. Her name is Susie, and I went as her caregiver. Here I went with her as her caregiver. She has more than just blindness. She also has a little bit of mental handicap, and that's why she's required to have a caregiver. Sunday is when we go down. We usually, after church, we go down. So I don't have to miss church, which is wonderful. We get down there, and it's for Sunday evening. Usually they have supper and the welcome introduction. We went shopping on Monday. We were coming back. We were coming back up from, the van that took us shopping to the dorm, and Joe was coming down from the dorm, so we passed. And I thought he was cute, and for the longest time before I met Joe, I had the biggest crush on someone from my church. Now, I never had my love returned by this guy, and he actually hid in the balcony. So I kept having my heart broken, and it's so wonderful not to have your heart broken. It was actually Tuesday when I met Joe, and this was July 1st. The very first day of the month. Isn't that cool? And me and Susie had gone swimming. So we were coming back from swimming and going. We had to go through the lobby to get to the dorms. So Joe was in the lobby, and he had a guitar with him. He was putting it away, and so I stopped and I asked him if he played. And Joe said yes. And then he asked me if I wanted him to play, and I said sure. And so he sang the most wonderful song about Jesus. I never heard the song before. Here's how it goes. I wandered through this world, not knowing where I was bound, till one day I met someone who led me through the night. He said, I've come to save you. I've come to set you free. I have a life to give you, if you will follow me, if you will follow me. And of course the second verse goes, and in my Jesus I followed, to him I give my life. And I don't remember the rest of the verse to that. It's one I haven't heard. I don't think it's ever been put in print. It's a song that someone he knows wrote. So I don't think it's ever been published. That was so wonderful, and his song, his voice just touched my heart. I would go out on the porch, and Joe was out there that Tuesday night, and so we held hands and talked, and it was so fun. I mean, I enjoyed having him. That's when he held my hand, it was like I didn't want him to let go, and he didn't want to let go either. Every now and then he would let go, and he was just thinking, I actually think he had a girlfriend at the time. Yeah, I know. He had a girlfriend at the time. We weren't boyfriend and girlfriend yet. He didn't ask me that until in August. He held my hand, and we talked, and then of course he got his guitar out again. He played some more songs for me. A lot of Christian gospel songs, Old Rugged Cross, things like that. I loved it. And so by Wednesday, he had my phone number. He wanted to keep updated on my eye condition that I had. I have diabetic retinopathy, and I was getting ready to start having treatments. Now, still having treatments, but they're just eye exams now. I've had 2 shots in these eyes, and I think I made vlogs about them. But so everything's going wonderful with that. But in the meantime, we were a twosome, me and Susie, and then we became a threesome. Joe started hanging out with me and Susie, during times. Now, he went water skiing, and it was so cool to watch him go water skiing. Wednesday, it scared me because there was an emergency and the ambulance had to come. And I was holding his wallet and watching his guitar, and I didn't know I was the guy who encouraged him to go water skiing, and now he's gotten hurt. But no, it wasn't him. It was actually someone else. By Friday, I didn't want to say goodbye, but he had to leave on the train early Saturday morning, and we got to spend 4th of July fireworks together. I got special permission to go watch the fireworks while Susie went to bed. And so I was allowed to do that. And, people were taking our picture of me and Joe all week long. It was just like they could tell that from the expression on both of our faces that we had just, kind of like love at first sight. That's what it was. And so people could tell. People made comments, "Oh, he's so much happier this time." I've had other people make that comment, tell me that he's so much happier than you ever seen him before. Well, people would know me, they would have known I was so much happier too. But anyway, I didn't want to say goodbye to him, and we had I got up early the last 2 months because he gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so he would still be on his regular schedule for work, because that's what time he gets up when he gets ready for work. Sometimes earlier, even like this morning, he was almost ready by 4 o'clock. He didn't have much sleep last night. Sometimes he doesn't sleep so good, I guess. That's just him. Sometimes he'll wake up and he get his Braille Bible out and just have good quiet time with the Lord, and which is wonderful because he shares the same faith in Jesus that I do. I love him, and so keep us in your prayers, and keep me in your prayers as well, because things that have happened this week have been really hitting me hard. My water is frozen right now. That's why my hair does not look like it's been shampooed. The water is frozen. It froze a couple of nights ago. We had a bad storm come through. The wind was blowing really, really bad. And it's been a year since I had my door where I could actually shut it all the way. I used to have to rig it up so it could stay shut. But the wind took care of that. It took the door right off. Blew it off. At the same time, the water pipes are frozen. So I was talking on the phone with Joe when I noticed that it was 12, and I was too sleepy to do anything about it. And I sort of went back to sleep. 3 o'clock, I was waking up with the wind in the door. I was standing in front of the door when it got blown off. I saw it happen. The door gone, and the smoke alarm going off. Did I not mention that? Woke up with a beep, 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 because the hot water heater. It must have been getting hot. There was a burning hot dog smell in the house, and I knew that it wasn't from cooking hot dogs, and I didn't think it was from coming out from outside, because it was just winter time and 3 o'clock in the morning. Nobody's going to be cooking hot dogs at 3 o'clock in the morning. So I turned off the hot water heater, and the beeping slowly stopped. And I'm hoping that when I do have water back again, when my pipes thaw, and I'm hoping that maybe this time I'll be lucky like I have all the other times, the pipes won't burst. One of these days I'm going to have them burst when they freeze. Anyway, so hopefully when it thaws, if they're not burst, then hopefully my hot water heater will work, and I won't have to get another one replaced to have a hot water heater already. The door, my brother-in-law did fix the door. He screwed it into the frame. The door is permanently fixed. It will not open. So I'll have to have the door replaced eventually to one where that will work. And the good news with that is that they'd also have to fix the frame, which is what caused it to be blown out and blown off as badly in the first place, because the door just never really shut good. I think at the time when I had replaced the doorknob, it would shut and open easily just pulling on it, even if it was locked. So apparently I didn't have the right size of doorknob in the door, and the frame was just warped from the beginning. It got moved in the trailer. So I really need prayers about that. Keep me in your prayers, and keep me and Joe in your prayers. I love him, and I've gotten to know him. He asked me to be his girlfriend in August. So I'm going to say bye now. Bye now.